What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back with another player review. This is actually a player review, and this time it's Jordan Howard. It's an all-rookie version. He has 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 96 carry whenever he's fully chemmed out, 97 truck, 90 juke move, 85 elusiveness, 92 agility, and 92 ball carrier vision. Of course, he's going to have the battle ready trait with the bruising back chemistry. So that's probably my favorite chemistry when it comes to a running back. You guys know that my favorite trait is the battle ready because it means you can just pretty much spam A, especially when you're looking at stiff arming and anything like that. The great thing about him is that in all the other running back relative traits, he's gonna have some pretty good stuff here. Now, what I want you guys to understand about this player though is that as soon as it came out, I saw some gameplay on other channels on him. I had heard some good things about him, but it's not until you actually get on the field with a player that you realize the true importance. Now, of course, whenever you're thinking about getting a running back, because I think right now this running back's actually around 250. To compare to other running backs around the same overall, he actually compares very well. He even compares very well to the all-rookie Ezekiel Elliott, which I gave you some gameplay from. Now, of course, in this year's game, a lot of you guys like to truck and use a stiff arm because it's kind of hard to master the juke and spin move buttons. But as you can see here, guys, most of the other players, including Latavius Murray, and I didn't know there was a limited edition one, he beats him in pretty much every category except ball carrier vision. Now, when it comes to Latavius Murray, the biggest stat in which I see the increase in is carry, guys. That Latavius Murray does fumble a lot. I didn't actually get to show you that in the gameplay video that I gave you, but the Latavius Murray definitely has a fumbling problem, at least for me. This Jordan Howard really doesn't have that issue. The only running back that I would like to try that has that same style that's not, let's say, a beast mode would probably be that Toby Gerhart. That's neither here nor there. This is a squad that I put him on. Of course, we have a couple additions here. We'll get that into a bit, but guys, what you need to see is the way that this guy runs. He feels extremely fast. I didn't feel any slow up in anything that I had, and he consistently fell forward for me on a lot of plays. When I started off playing with him, at first I was like, okay, but that kept happening a lot. I had a lot of tackle battles that would come up, and of course, because of the battle ready, it was easy just to spam A. When it comes to the speed, guys, look at that right there. Of course, they had an angle on me, but you see how quickly I was into the second level and then the secondary. Now, right there, you saw, guys, a huge truck on that defensive back. Usually, defensive backs don't really stand a chance against this guy. The other thing about him was that he was really agile for what I saw. Consistently, especially for him like falling forward or anything like that, it was very easy for me to make sure that like I got my balance or whatever it was. But as I played on, guys, and I got more confident with him, I just felt like this player was so OP. Look at that run right there. Broke a couple tackles, stayed on his feet, manhandled another person, and then once again, like I told you, sometimes even if they had an angle on me, it was very easy for me to score a touchdown long. Now, right here, I even ran into a blocker, guys, but right there, look, I barely get caught, and that was mostly my fault, but look how quickly he moves in and out of moves. Right there, I didn't even follow my block, but it doesn't matter. The stiff arm was so devastating. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I had crazy highlight runs, and I'm not even showing you guys all the plays that I actually used with this guy. There was a couple plays where I was just messing around. I was trying to unwind before I recorded, and look at this. So many times he would go into congested areas, and then I would just be able to accelerate out, and it felt like I was being shot out of a cannon. And then other plays like this one, guys, this was one of the premier ones. I lost it, startling everybody in the household. I had to tell a whole bunch of friends how great he was. This happens to me many, many times where I was grounding and pounding a guy. And guys, you're not really seeing wrong. Over a course of 7 games, I literally just got an I-form Hulk. I said I'm going to run power O, maybe run a counter every now and then, and see if people are going to be able to stop him and adjust, and they just weren't able to. Either he was too fast, and I was able to run away from wherever they were stacking the box onto me, And even if they were in my way, I would just put my head down, truck or stiff arm or whatever it was, and I would consistently get 3-4 yards. I mean, look at what happened here. This is the first quarter, guys. I'm up 21-0, and people were conceding defeat. The only reason I played so many games with this card, to be honest with you, is because I kept trying just to get somebody to finish a game with me so I could take a screenshot in the end for the freaking thumbnail. But anyway, other than that, guys, as we continue on to some other games, even in the passing game, whenever I needed to use him, he was pretty good. I did fumble with him twice over the 7-game series. One time it was from a hit from Brian Dawkins. The other time it was from a hit, I believe, from Ray Nitschke. Both were the boss versions. But right, look at that, guys. I'm able to hurdle over a defensive player that was on the field, and then nobody was going to catch me. Even the backside corner who had an angle on me wasn't going to catch me. I'm telling you right now, I've never really been blown away by a player this way. And especially here, it must have been so frustrating to play against me, because whether it was going to the outside, whether it was going inside, counters, power O's, up the middle, it didn't matter. As you can see here, my opponent was trying to shift the line to adjust, and it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter what they were doing. It was easy for me to read holes. I was constantly breaking tackles. And then even the passing game, the pass blocking was pretty good with them. I was going to show some clips maybe of him in the passing games, guys, but most of what I was doing with them was, screens, it was wheel routes, it was swing routes, it was things like that that weren't really going to showcase. And I told you guys about some of the fumbles. Here's going to be one of the fumbles right there. It was basically a strip fumble. It surprised me whenever it happened, guys, but for every fumble, there was a few of these. Like I said, open space, guys, and he was pretty much gone every time, so it didn't matter. Overall, what's my verdict on this card? I haven't played with the limited edition, the Boss Beast Mode card, who a lot of people tell me he's the best running back in the game, and I'll believe it. But let me tell you right now, for under 300K, for this card right here, I would prefer to have this card than that Ezekiel Elliott. I definitely prefer it over the Latavius Murray. I don't really see myself getting another running back. Now, this card was actually borrowed to me by Quads, who's an avid watcher of my videos. He's in my stream all the time. He contributes to the subreddit a lot, so thank you so much to Quads on that. But guys, this card, if you have the coins, go out and get it. If you don't, go ahead and grind whatever you have to go to get him. You're not going to need another running back than this card. The speed doesn't really matter as far as whether you think he's going to be slow or not. You're going to get a whole bunch of highlight runs, whether you like it or not. And that's what I gotta say, guys. I think this is definitely a must cop, especially at this stage right now in MUT. He's gonna do everything you pretty much need from him, has the right cams and the right trades. Anyway, go ahead and drop a like. Let me know what other players to review in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new, but most importantly, take care of yourself. Peace.